I'm going to do what I always do, and that's take time out to welcome you to the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAPT, the number one faith-based, motivational, and inspirational broadcast platform in the country. GMAP1.com, soon to be GMAP TV. Today, well, I'm always excited when I have guests stop by, and today is no different. Girl, you look great. I just want you to know you look great. You look good. I'm excited to have you.
You.
Thank you for being so patient. We can see you, but you can't see us. That is the trick. That's the trick. But before we get started, why don't you do me a favor? I know there's plenty of people out there right now that are tuned in and or may in fact receive a clip of the rebroadcast. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Shynna Mitchell, also known as the Financial Fanatic. I am originally from New Haven, Connecticut, but I moved to Atlanta, Georgia from Buffalo, New York, upstate New York. And so here I am, the Financial Fanatic, here live on a broadcast with you
Well,
today.
hey, you know what? And we are so excited to have you, Shynna. Thank you so much for being so patient and being here with us today. Um, Wealth is a mindset. I'm going to dive right in and ask you, if you don't mind, tell us about it.
So, Wealth is a Mindset is not just a book, it's a notebook all in one. It touches bases about everything underneath the financial umbrella from finances to real estate to investing to business, entrepreneurship, all of that good stuff, under one umbrella, all in one book for you. Yeah, so and the book is basically for people that is trying to start off somewhere and just don't really know where to start off at. People that may have not been taught that or didn't have mentors or anything. So this book is really for like beginners, maybe college students, even I say even high school students that's about to graduate because in school they don't teach them about finances, about business and things like that. They're starting to, which I'm happy to start seeing that. But for those individuals that want change, that want growth, that wants to do something different, but just didn't have those resources or people to kind of like pour into them those, techniques and different things to do amongst those lines. So this is for the people that wants to get a start. And so this is a head start for them.
Now, I mean, when you look at wealth as a mindset, and I mean, let's rewind the tape a little bit and press play because I'm starting to see commercials,
Yes.
Chime, even Cash App. They're starting to show show you how you can invest in your best investment, and
Yes.
that's invest in your child by allowing them to, I guess you can say, learn more about finances.
Yes.
And when I think of that, and then I look at what you're doing, wealth as a mindset. Now, first of all, let me ask you this: is this your first release, your first publication?
No, it's not. It's actually the second. It's the second edition. The first edition was released back in 2015.
Okay. Now, when you look at that now, is this something that this is very good for me because it's not just, as you can say, entertaining. It's more of a informational book, something that's necessary. Um, I mean, I'm sure you agree with that. Um,
Yes.
so, how can I ask this question? Is this something that you want to dig deep and start getting into detail as far as explaining this, teaching classes, letting people know what it takes to be or do or, you know, uh, create that mindset of wealth? Is that something that you're looking forward to doing?
Yes, well, actually, I am. When I first released the first book, I used to do a lot of workshops, and I actually went inside of a prison inside of Connecticut and taught. a workshop and did a workshop there. Sorry, and a lot of workshops and educational individual one-on-ones, but definitely plan to do a lot more this time around. But Wealth is a Mindset is actually there's a course being facilitated inside a prison in Connecticut still to this day. My brother Larry McCown, he's in the prison actually facilitating a workshop weekly. And that's been going on since the release of the first book. So he's helping me actually carry it out and helping those inmates there kind of, get ready and prepare themselves to re-enter the world. So we really reach out to like inmates and people in our communities. And I say our communities because people always ask me, well, who's your audience? And I say our community because our community is the ones that's usually left behind, get stuff late. So yes, I'm really pouring into our community so they can get it firsthand. And everybody else, they usually have stuff, but I'm pouring into our community. And so it's about financial and entrepreneurship. And I'm glad that you spoke on that about different advertisements going on about investing in children and stuff like that. For me, that's very big. I do invest in my children at an early age. And just a short little story, I myself for my two oldest daughters, when they graduated, and they don't practice this too much in our community, but I gave them a gift of credit, good credit score. Because if you think about it, no credit is like bad credit. So they graduated with a good credit score because I let them piggyback off of my credit cards. So at the age of 19 and 18, they have a credit score of like 740 almost. So then that's good credit. So I let them know that when I put them on, they didn't even know I had them added on to my credit cards. I did not give them the credit cards or anything. So I just revealed that information to them once they graduated. So
Wow.
I thought that was pretty dope.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm gonna say this. First of all, for those of you that don't know, I want you to know that, of course, Shynna Mitchell is one of our featured authors on the GMAP broadcast network site, gmap1.com. All you have to do is go to our broadcast network site, click on the tab that says featured authors, and you will see a copy of the book that not only does she have showing you in the background, and that's a very nice banner, by the way. Also, I'm showing it to you on our television screen. Let me give you a full shot of what it looks like. That way you can click on it. It will take you to the necessary location to get more intimate information and details about the author, about the publication, and you can dig deep and show your love, care, concern, and support. Now, I got a very powerful question to ask you. For those that have been paying attention and kind of know where you're from and know what you've been through, know where you've been, know where you are, if someone were to tap Shynna Mitchell on the shoulder right now and say, hey, I appreciate what you've done, but what's next for Shynna Mitchell? What would your response be to that?
What's next? Great question, because what's next is not typically like really that what I'm going for as far as like public wise and doing. Of course, I'm gonna be doing more with the Wealth is a Mindset and workshops and things like that, but more so behind the scenes on a personal level. Investing is the number one thing for me. So they may see me a little bit sharing some information about that, but definitely working on investing more in property. So I am a real estate agent. Been a real estate agent since '08, and bought and sold a couple of personal properties, and of course help hundreds of people, buy and sell properties, but going to transform over to investor on the investor side versus just real estate agent. Yes.
So you know what? You're in a prime area. I'm going to give you a little history about little old me.
Okay.
I used to work in Atlanta. I used to work on V103 in Atlanta.
Okay, love that station.
Yeah, well, I whoop whoop, and I wasn't always saved, Shynna. I mean, I wasn't always saved. I used to work at 2 nightclubs in Atlanta, and they were kitty corner from each other. I remember one of them, The name of it was The Talisman. It, and it was, I think it was on Flat Shoals Drive, if I'm not mistaken. It was Flat Shoals Drive and Old National Highway, something like that.
Okay.
They crossed each other. And I used to work at one nightclub from 6 p.m. till 10. And then I used to take my crate of records, my milk crate. Y'all don't know about that. My milk. I used to take my milk crate full of records, and I would run across the street to the Talisman and work there until 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll give you a little story. Remember when Left Eye burned down Andre Rison's house?
Yes.
I was working at the Talisman when she came in bragging about doing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Wow.
that's man.
Okay.
Okay, enough of that. All right, so I want to find out, and I know there's a lot of viewers and listeners out there right now who are saying to themselves, I really wouldn't mind learning a little bit more about this publication and how I can show my love, care, concern, and support. What would be the process for them to do so? For those that wanted to show their support, how can they do that? How can they purchase a copy of this publication?
It's available on Amazon. It's available in the Kindle version. So, and it's also available on wealthisamindset.org. So it's out there. If you want it, just type it in, it'll pop up.
And don't forget about little old GMAP Broadcast Network down here.
Oh, I can't forget that. Yes, it is on the website. You had just said it. So, I'll go ahead and repeat that. Yes, on your website as well, GMAP.
That's right.
One.com, is it?
Yes,
right?
Girl, don't you say is that right? Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Act like you know what you're talking about.
Again, if you're local here in Atlanta, it's also available at the Black Dot bookstore in Lithonia as well.
Amen.
So, yes.
Amen.
So if
well,
you want a hard copy and just local, you can go there. And then I also wanted to piggyback real quick off of those when you was mentioning about the records and people don't know about the records.
Yeah.
Milk crate. I actually do know about that because people who know me or read the book, the first book, and then even this one. I do want to say this book, the second edition, has 35% more content in it. Another chapter, and things been revised and updated, of course, because things change. But I do know about those records in the milk crate because I started off being an entrepreneur because of my dad. My dad owned nightclubs. So we used to go there and help them with deliveries. And that's very important in our community. If you have a business, make sure you take your children along with you and show them the ropes and what you do and how you run a business and things like that. So it can be instilled in them, because that's how I started off. Going to the nightclub, doing the little unpacking, helping my dad unpack the deliveries, candy bars, all that stuff. I got my favorite candy bar every time.
That's funny. Now you are funny. That is funny.
I know about those records.
Hey, yes, you know what? Don't you? You know what? We ain't doing no telling on ourselves. We letting the people know that we are.
Right.
We got a little wisdom. We got a little wisdom. Okay, Shynna, I just want to. I want to do something here real quick.
Okay.
I have a young man on the line. He's on my cell phone. He's actually listening to the broadcast right now, this live on air conversation, and his name is Bill Marshall. He has just come on board to be one of the GMAP Broadcast Network featured authors as well. But he is showing his support by listening to you. Let me see if Bill, are you there?
I'm here.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks.
I just want you, I had to show you some love. Shynna Mitchell is here, and she too is one of our authors. I just wanted to have you step in and just say, God bless her, good luck, and you're showing your love, care, concern, and support. So, Bill, meet Shynna Mitchell.
Well, hello, Shynna. It's nice to meet you, and God bless you, and best of luck with your book, Wealth is a Mindset.
Hello, Bill. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's kind of what I do. Bill, thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. I'll call you back a little later, okay?
And welcome.
All right. And Shynna says welcome. Okay. So So I really want to thank you so much, and again, I'm going to say this for those that don't know. Now you know, Shynna is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. You can stop by, click on the featured authors tab. You will see a copy of this current publication that I'm showing you on our television screen. Wealth is a Mindset. You'll see the video trailer in rotation consistently. I'm showing some love, showing some love. And by the way, that is again, let me tell you, that's a very nice banner you got back there.
Thank you.
I want to find out.
The whole thing is really long, and it has the social media handles on there and everything. So make sure I
gotta find out who made that. Who made that? So I want you to send me the info. Who made that? Cause I'm gonna have to order me one.
Now, see, that goes on to like my coaching, my part of business coaching and setup and everything like that. I coach people on when they're trying to set up things for their business and stuff. I have all of that stuff put together for you. There's plenty of more where that came from. It also has the social media handles at the bottom. You can't really see them, but you guys make sure you follow me on social media, Shynna Mitchell, everything, Instagram, Facebook. What is it? Those are the two main handles that I usually use.
Now, are those the best way? Speaking of that, is that the best way to contact you? I mean, what's the way that people can reach out and connect with you on a more individual basis? Are those the best two ways, or do you have more information to share?
Well, we're in the age of like social media. So it's real quick to just, shoot me a message on social media handles. But I mean, business wise and stuff like that, you can definitely send me an email at info@wealthisamindset.org for, interviews and speaking engagement, things like that. That's the more formal way on the business side is to email me. But for just people that want to stay in tune and get information, Instagram and Facebook at Shynna Mitchell. Yes.
Well, I'm old school. I was talking to you about records and crates, and some of our youth today are scratching their heads still right now.
I know.
Mommy, what is a record? What is a milk crate? So they ask themselves that, but what it is what it is. I used to run across and I DJ on my Technique 1200s. Boy, I used to think I was sharp. I was bad, had my little mixer going. And okay. All right, so Shynna, I am so grateful that you have taken time out to be here with us today. And of course, we do want you to know, number one, let me rewind the tape and press play. Thank you for being here. Thank you for accepting the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family. And number three, thank you for allowing us in to be a part of your journey. It touches my heart. I mean, you didn't know me from God knows, and you still don't know me, but you accepted the invitation, allowing me to do what I love to do. And I'm doing it right now.
You are. Thank you. Yes, I got a lot of, people, of course, DMing me and sending me messages, and I'm real funny. So I had to kind of like make sure, kind of do my little research first, make sure who I was responding back to before I responded to you. Mm-hmm. So I did, and you checked out well. I see you doing great things. So thank you. Wow. And just definitely want to make sure that the audience, 2 takeaways today that I want to make sure I can't give them all. You got to get the book. I don't have enough time to go through them all, but 2, I talked about them, but I want to make sure you heard me. Mm-hmm. Make sure no matter what age your children are, only if you have good credit now, okay? Because then it will hurt them. Let them piggyback off of your credit card so they can start building credit. That's one takeaway. The second takeaway is if you're working on a business and you have business, make sure you involve your children. Let them see what you do. They are watching and they will pick it up and it will soak into them. So those are 2 takeaways I want to definitely make sure you guys caught those. If you have any questions, you can definitely shoot me a DM and I will try to respond as quickly as possible.
And if you're anything like my wife and I, you got a lot of work to do. We together have 11 children.
Oh, big family. Family too.
Let me say this. Shynna. We have 11 good children.
That's good.
That's the difference. One of my son, he's getting ready to graduate from West Point Academy.
Okay.
And that was a dream of his. He was, I got 3 children in the armed forces, and I can go on forever. But we have 11 good children, and I think it all starts at home by them watching us, paying attention to the type of people we are.
Yes.
So, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm supporting and in support of what you're doing and saying wholeheartedly. You have our number, Shynna. I mean, we want you to know. Pick up that phone, call, text, chat, tweet. You the one said we living in the social media where I didn't.
Yes.
You know, I'm still old school, but call.
You got to get with the program.
I know.
I forgot to mention to YouTube, and so I can't relate to. We have a big family too, but not 11. We have 7, my husband and I. So we almost there, but so I can relate. But you have to make sure you catch up and stay in tune.
Yeah.
You're on the radio, so you keeping up with the world and social media because
my kids making sure of it.
Okay, well that's good. We can employ them.
Well, you know what?
We write them off on the taxes. So
that's right.
That's a whole other job,
Well, I had one of my daughters look at me, and she said, "Daddy, you got to do something different." And I listened to that. I listened. So pick up that phone, call, text, chat, tweet, whatever you do, contact and connect with us. Let us know what you're doing, when you're doing it, where you're doing it, why you're doing it, all that good stuff. Okay. And we want you to know this. When you call and ask for our assistance in any way, shape, form, or fashion, the answer will always be yes. And you'll never, ever, ever have to ask us twice.
Okay.
That's it. That's all.
Well, that's it. And look, if you know anyone that need any real estate services, it doesn't even matter what state, either buying or selling, we will hook them up.
Really?
We have a team. We real estate, everything. So, and then any questions about any business, credits, I'm here to help. I love giving back.
So wait. You can help me from where you are with real estate.
Absolutely, yes.
Girl, I'm loving on you. That's good stuff. That's good to know.
Yes.
Some people will tell you, well, I'm only licensed here. Mm-hmm. You better get with the program.
Get with the program.
Because this COVID thing, I ain't gonna even get into it, but it has shut things down.
Yes, they have. Yes,
but it has also elevated things up.
It did. I'm happy about that.
Well, you know what? I have never been so busy in my life because of what I do. I've been doing this almost 18 years. Okay. I was actually doing this before Facebook got started.
So was you doing it around what, MySpace time?
Yeah.
See, I wasn't even really on MySpace. I heard about it. I think I was.
Well, that's when it. MySpace was hot, but I was on a platform called Now Live, and God, what was the name of that other one? It was the one that took it over the top for me because they were doing this streaming thing with television screens long before what's happening now. I mean, you would be like, wow, that's amazing that they can do that. When I first started, now people are getting into Zoom and all this, and I'm like, Zoom? I was doing that 15 years ago.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So, speaking of COVID, that's the reason why it's really important to get the second edition, because I finished and wrote this one during COVID time with all the updates and the changes. So like even stuff with buying a house, the guidelines and stuff change. So like with the down payment and the percentage and stuff you have to put down, everything kind of changed. So that's why this book is important, because I updated the criterias and different things, even with like your credit scores and just all that good stuff. So 5 years is a difference. So a lot of things can change in 5 years. So that's why it's important to get the second edition.
Well, you've heard it right here on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP TV. Yours truly, Pastor Kevin, along with one of our featured authors, our special guest today, Shynna Mitchell here, and we appreciate her presence and thank her for being so patient. Blocked out some time. I know we got to let her go. I got to go, but until next time, this is what I want to say. Peace. God bless you. Take it easy. Take care. And if it's good to you, take it twice. All that good stuff. If there's anything we can do, please let us know. But until then, Shynna, one more thing. Go ahead.
One more thing too, and then if anybody have a story to tell and need help getting it out, anything they've been through and just want the world to know, they can contact me as well. 2SLM Publishing, we help publish books and all that good stuff. So like 2SLM Property, 2SLM Publishing,
Now, is all this information posted on your website?
It is. And the website is actually wealthisamindset.org. That's the actual website.
Okay.
Yes.
Wealth.
And then when they start tapping in and, following me on social media, they'll see all that stuff. I connect everything I do.
Okay.
So,
that's
the
good.
real estate and publishing.
Well, you know what? If you don't, you should. Make sure that people, it doesn't make sense to do one thing over here, one thing over there, one thing down here, one thing up there. Because then people are got to go all these different places to see what you're doing, who you are, and all that good stuff. Put it all in one place.
Right. One-stop shop. And we have a team. My
That's
husband and I, we take care of it all. So, everything
goodness.
Underneath between real estate and like financial and empowerment and coaching and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, we will be inviting you back to find out more what you're doing. We appreciate you being here today. We are in total support. And again, we thank you for being here. Thank you for accepting the invitation. And thank you again for allowing us to be a part of your journey. Until next time, we want people to know peace. God bless you. Take care. Take it easy. If it's good to you, take it twice. My special guest, Shynna Mitchell, here with us today, one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. Until next time, Shynna, you be blessed and be a blessing. You have a fantabulous rest of your day, and Merry Christmas to you, okay?
Thank you. Same to you. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.